we're live. So, hello and good afternoon once again, everyone, or to the bookworms who are watching right now. We are at the last batch of our book talk marathon this May. And well, we have the last batch of the authors of 31 Letters collection as well today. So, ayun, medyo makakapagpahinga na ako every Saturday. But yes, I'm very excited to also announce that we are going to be at the Philippine Book Fair. That's with the um, Book Development Association and National Book Development Board. And we'll be sharing the book. Medyo nakakalito kasi I'm mentioning a lot of names, but you only have to remember one thing, which is we'll be in front of the food area, madali yung hanapin, sa the Indie Publishers Collab booth. So we'll be there, we'll have our books displayed, and we are going to launch something something that's kind of unexpected, but we'll like stay tuned on our page because we're going to announce that later on. And yeah, please visit our booth this coming Friday, Saturday, Sunday at the World Trade Center. Okay, so without further ado, let me introduce you guys to the authors of the 31 Letters collection, Batch 4. Their books are now on our website, www.8lettersbooks.com/shop. Um, Perhaps I can call them up one by one, if that's all right, guys, ladies who are at the backstage. Let's just say hello to everyone. We have Daniela, we have Rosanna, we have Tiffany, we have Kat Season, we have Ira, we have Shei. There you go. I hope dapat makisama yung internet connection natin and yung microphone and yung camera natin. But there you have the ladies for the batch 4. Maybe na-late lang yung iba, but there'll be more coming coming in a while. Okay, so all right. So perhaps I'll proceed with the first order for today. Iiwan ko na lang siya dyan. Ayun. Who will be Rosanna? Rosanna, hold on. Let me just put the rest back sa backstage. But hi, Rosanna. How are you doing?
Hi, Coach. I'm okay. I'm quite nervous. I'm excited.
Okay. Nako, chill lang tong usapan na to. So don't worry, don't worry. By the way, yeah, I want to show muna the book that we're launching is called Memory Lane. Ayan, I think this is one of the books that I enjoy doing kasi I love the theme inside yung collection niya. Tapos I'm not able to show you kung ano yung nasa loob, but may mga illustrations din siya sa loob. But yes, Rosanna, can you tell us more about yung journey mo, like, as a writer? Because I remember last year, message mo ako kanina. Last year,
Oh,
you were just thinking about, um, we were coaching you on how to complete a novel or a collection. And now, wow, look at you. You're doing this. So, can you tell us more about that journey?
sure, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
Um, High school pa lang po ako, bali nagsusulat na talaga ako. So, isa po ako sa um, mga students na nagsusulat ng high school sa Manito High School. And then, nag-join din ako sa publication. And luckily po, nakapasok naman sa regional qualifier, news writing. Pero dati po kasi, hindi pa naman talaga, hindi ko pa alam kung saan yung gusto ko talaga akong sa tula, or kung parang nag-explore pa lang talaga ako noon. So,
Mm-mm.
parang nag-stop din po ako ng college. Kasi hindi ko
Mm-mm.
alam kung bakit ako magsusulat. Hindi ko pa alam kung yung ano talaga yung purpose ko sa pagsusulat. And then, I started to write, siguro mga 2017, I started to express myself through writing. And then, I just sent it randomly to my friends. Tapos yung mga friends ko na, sila na yung parang i-encourage sa akin na magsulat ng mga libro, gano'n.
Mhm.
Although masyadong, nagda-doubt pa rin po ako sa sarili ko kasi I'm not that really that good talaga. And then
Mhm.
parang kailangan ko pa talaga kailangan ko pang matuto ng maigi. So, that's all. Tapos hanggang po yung na-meet ko na po kayo sa online, yung sa-meet ko na
Mm.
sina-coach. Tapos, ayan, tuloy-tuloy na po yung pagsusulat ko. So, even now, kahit na nasa sideline ako, I observe a lot of people, hear a lot of stories. Tapos,
Mm.
dun na po ako na nai-inspire na magsulat. Yun po.
Mm. Ayan, we can see the comment here from Coach Sand. And congratulations,
Thank you, coach.
Rosanna. So proud
Thank you,
of
coach.
you. Nakakatuwa kasi like, 'di ba, meron ka din namang ano, like full-time job, tapos you're just doing this on the side, and then finally you're able to release a collection like this. Parang yun nga yung parang naging issue sa simula na we had to get you into writing without really pressuring you, no? Na parang hindi ka dapat ma-pressure, but well, kailangan mo 'tong gawin, eh. Kailangan mo 'tong gawin. But, siguro, let's talk about yung memory lane. Like, bakit ito yung title ng collection mo? What is this about?
Yung
Mm.
memory po kasi parang siya yung gusto kong ma-remember, yung parang yung kauna-unahan kong pinangarap na maging isang published author. So, yung mga collections ko po diyan, I was just sharing the fragments of my own mind. Yun
Mhm.
po.
Ayan. So, makikita nyo naman dito, guys, na it's only 250 pesos. So, same as to our other 31 letters collection, it's going to be printed in cream paper, matte cover, and we can guarantee that the reading experience is going to be, it will give you a lot of pleasure when it comes to reading this. Kasi nga, hindi lang content yung may enjoy nyo, but also, the how the like the smell of the book, and basically how we designed each of these books themselves. So yun, and also pala, Rosanna, I believe that because like you participated with sa 31 letters challenge, which was last January. Was it that hard? Because before, walang pressure, like okay lang, take your time, but finally this time, you have to write every day. How did that work for you?
Um, Actually, coach, medyo nahirapan talaga ako kasi parang iko-continue ko ba 'to or hindi, gano'n. Pero sabi ko, eto
Mm-mm.
na 'to, so I need to push it na. So, para sa pangarap po, ginawa ko na talaga 'yon. Yun
Mm-mm.
po. Medyo
Mm-mm.
mahirap, pero kinaya naman po at kakayanin.
Ayun. Pwede mo ba kaming basahan from one of your works dito sa Memory
Ah,
Lane? Yan. Yeah, like,
yes po, coach.
sige. Ayan,
Okay.
habang hinahanap, pwede nyo siyang ano, etong memory lane will be available on our website. Actually, already available, 250 pesos, as well as in Shopee and Lazada. Yan, magkakaroon din ng ebook version to. So, just wait and stay tuned. Mhm.
Okay po.
Game.
Okay na po, coach?
Okay na.
Sige.
Okay.
Okay na po. So, the title of this composition is Bystander. It's cliche, but I grew beautifully without you. The trace of you is almost blurry now. Maybe the journey to healing finally arrived. Maybe, just maybe, I've honored my discomfort enough to feel this way. It's liberating to know I'm no longer too concerned about you. Not anymore. How freeing it is to wake up one day no longer bothered by all those unanswered questions left in the past. There's no more urge to hear explanations because I've found peace within. The long, excruciating journey and the sleepless nights and endless wondering have finally come to an end. You were once I needed in that particular season of my life to shake my peaceful world and bring chaos. At the same time, you indirectly awaken my untapped potential. We are apart now, but still, you are a beautiful bystander.
There. Ayan. Ayan. So I'm also looking forward to like other entries of the book. I feel like dito sa entry na to, sa content na to, like why is this your favorite?
Yung
Pang Miss Universe yung
ah,
questions dito.
pang-isip medyo na siya ka. Um, parang parang for me, it's the beauty of experiences now. We don't know what will happen. Pero
Mm,
at the end of the day, we will just say thank you for all the good things or for all the good things as well as the bad things that happened in our lives. So it's always for the best. We may not know the reasons yet, but it will come a time na masasabi mo na lang, thank you.
mm. Ayan. So I think that that gives us some wisdom to wisdom from Rosanna, no, and I think it gives us a glimpse on what the book is all about. Yun. Thank you so much, Rosanna, and congratulations.
Thank you,
And
Coach.
may mga nakapila pang mga manuscripts from Rosanna, so just stay tuned. We'll announce that later on. Thank you so much, Rosanna.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Coach.
you. Okay, there you have it. We just had Rosanna B. Daep and with her collection entitled Memory Lane. Okay, so up next will be Shei Mariya. Nagkakaroon kami ng technical issues kanina, but I hope this works out now. Shei, let's just try.
Yes po.
Shei,
Hi.
yan.
Hi, good
Hi,
afternoon po.
finally, okay na, umokey na siya. So, gusto ko lang ipakita yung iyong
Okay
gawa,
na po.
mga kwento't sabi-sabi.
Na-restart ang
Yes,
your
okay
phone.
na. Okay. So, yun, mga kwento't sabi-sabi. Shay, can you provide us, can you walk us through kung tungkol saan tong collection mo?
Ah, ano po kasi ganito yun nung December po na part, yung ipinost niyo about 31 letters, parang na medyo, hindi medyo, na-excite talaga ako. Tapos, parang, ayun, isip kung ano yung isusulat ko para matapos ko yun. Tapos, on the
Mm,
31st ng December, which is madalas preparation yun para sa lubong sa New Year. Tapos ganyan, loto-loto. Tsaka hindi ko namalayan, natulog, midnight ng December. Tapos pagkagising ko, hala, January 1 na pala. Tapos inisip ko, ano bang una kong i-entry dito kasi isip ako ng isip, pero wala naman akong maisip. Kaya, tsaka
mm,
nakita ko rin yung mga ipinost doon sa 8CIRCLES ng ibang gumawa na
mm,
meron silang about sa fresh start. So, ayun, nag-isip ako ng, kaya yung una talagang nagawa kong tula, yung pamagat na Kwento't Sabi-sabi, kaya yun na lang yung ipinamagat ko. Tsaka after nung nagawa ko yun, nag-isip na naman ako kung paano ko ba matatapos to, ganyan. Kasi grabe
mhm,
hanggang 31 siya ng January. So,
mm,
naisip ko, baka yung common ko na ginagawa kapag may mga sa school, yung, kunyari, inisip ko 31 days, so may nagawa na akong isa, so 30 days, i-divide ko siya ng 5.
mhm,
So, parang main topics ko yun, 5. So, nakagawa ko ng 5 more mga tula, tapos ginawan ko lang yun ng mga subtopics na ito po,
mhm,
yung unang tula ko ng mga Kwento't Sabi-sabi, para siyang nag-i-introduction ng lahat, gano'n,
mhm,
storytelling. Tapos,
oo,
yung sumunod naman na ginawa ko is, una is, ang pamagat nun ay Tubig at Dugo, para siyang tribute to my friends, sa aking sisters, mga
mhm,
sisters at heart, ganyan. Pero relatable naman siya kasi para kang maglo-look back sa mga by yung mga stages mo sa pag grow
mm,
up, ganyan. Una yung Tubig at Dugo, tapos Pangalawa naman, mayroon ngunit wala, ano siya, parang tula siya na tungkol sa mga agam-agam or more like para sa mga tao na may mga pinagdadaanan tsaka yun bang rason kung bakit ganyan sila or hindi sila madaling nakakapag-express. Ayan. Tubig at
Mm-mm.
dugo, mayroon ngunit wala. Saka, pangatlo, sige, pero sandali muna. Ito po ay
Mm-mm.
about burning bridges or walk away, mga paglisan kung
Mm-mm.
kinakailangan. Pangatlo
Okay.
is pwede pero depende. At panglima, oo pero hindi. Parang correlated lang silang dalawa pero yung pwede pero depende is yung pagiging sobrang expressive
Mm.
mo na lahat na aapektuhan sa paligid mo at saka yung panghuli ay parang yung self-centered, my God, self-centered na tao ba, yung
Mm-mm.
gano'n. Kaya, mga kwento-kwento sa buhay, kadalasan dito, mga anecdotes. Yan po talaga.
Oo. Yun. Thank you, Shay. Ayan, para nabigyan na tayo kung patungkol saan ba talaga yung libro na 'to, itong collection na 'to. Kasi, well, kung bibili kayo ng 31 Letters collection, I think it's very obvious naman na magkakaroon ng 31 entries doon sa loob. So, it's good na wag na natin sabihin yung kung ano yung nasa loob lahat. But, I think we are able to get a glimpse of what is the book is all about. So, mga kwento't sabi-sabi. Shay, can you tell us, paano ka nag-start sa journey mo bilang manunulat?
Ah, ano po
Mhm.
kasi talaga, yung parang na masasabi kong membro, membro, hindi naman membro, yung isa ako sa mga creative writers ay bago-bago lang talaga nung 2022 pa lang yung may nakita ko yung SNBL.
Mm.
So, Silver Bells and Nostalgic Lovers dito po sa 8 letters na call for submission. Kaya nag-try po ako doon. Luckily, nakapasa. Kaya ayun po, doon ko mas nasabi, hala, kaya ko pala talaga kasi dati, ito yung nakakatawa kasi pagka-graduate ko ng college, ay paglagay ko sa resume ng skills, napaisip ako, ano bang skills ko aside
Mhm.
sa Microsoft Office. Tapos nilagay ko doon, creative writing. Kasi sinasabi ko sa sarili ko, first things kasi, hindi talaga ako gaya sa mga ibang mga writers ngayon. Marami kasi ako nakikita na mga writers sa mga bata-bata, so mga they're from 19 or to 21 na yung pag tinatanong sila, kailan sila nagsimula, mostly yung mas maagang edad like elementary days or high school days, nagsusulat sila, nakagawa sila ng ganito, ganyan. Ako kasi hindi talaga nakakagawa lang ako ng mga tula, mga sanaysay kapag sa paaralan kapag needed po i-submit. Kaya
Mm.
ganyan. Tapos pagkatapos nun, yun nga, pagka-graduate ko, napaisip ako, sulat ako ng sulat ng creative writing, tapos wala naman talaga akong klarong pyesa na nagagawa. Kaya,
Mm.
yun, nag-try ako magsulat-sulat. Saka yung iba din, mahilig, andun sila sa Wattpad, nagbabasa ng mga kwento, nanonood ng movies, tapos ako, parang napaka-ironic niya kasi
Mm.
ako, hindi ako hilig talaga manood ng movies dati kasi naglo-loading ako. Ang tinitingnan ko na yung maninipis. Yun yung from other
Mm.
publishing. Nakita ko, tapos tinitingnan ko, lah, tatapusin talaga yung pagbabasa. Hindi ko kaya yan,
Mhm.
ganyan. Tapos, isa lang talaga yung nasimulan ko. Up to third chapter
Mm.
lang talaga ako. Hindi ko talaga kaya ubusin yung
Oo.
mga ganyan-ganyan.
Oh, Shay, but
Kaya,
I think sa tingin ko, you're able to complete yung itong 31 letters collection. So actually it's a really big thing na nakatapos ka. It's a challenge na tinake mo, and you've succeeded. And kahit iba yung sulat mo compared sa iba, I would say na you really have a talent, and you should nurture that talent. And marami ka pang mararating for sure sa journey na to, as a writer, as a poet, or as kung nagsusulat ka ng mga proses. So Shay, siguro magbasa tayo ng isa sa mga content mo dito sa loob ng mga Kwento't Sabi-sabi. Ma-access mo ba 'yon ngayon?
Ito po, yung Kwento't Sabi-sabi, andito po.
Ayan, ayan. So sige, sige, basahin natin 'yan. Pero gusto ko lang din i-remind lahat na yun nga, available ang mga Kwento't Sabi-sabi for only 260 pesos sa aming website, at magiging available din siya sa Shopee and Lazada. Yun, sige Shay, sige. Whenever you're ready, please go ahead and read your entry.
Okay po. Ito po yung pinakauna talaga na piyesa na mababasa nyo pag bumili kayo ng collection nito. Pinamagatan nitong Kwento't Sabi-sabi. Bawat sariwa't bagong araw na dumarating, mga adhikain ay nagbabago, binabago, pipiliting babaguhin. Maging binbin pa man, mga lumipas na matamlay na damdamin. Pipiliting lumaban upang kaluguran makamtan. Sa mabaha at mahaba ng natulingan, sa mga paksa na narinig na't nadaanan, sa mga katagang na itagana sa isipan, lahat ay naging ambag sa paunti-unting kaunlaran. Mga Kwento't Sabi-sabi naglilipan na sa mga dako at kung saan, makabuluhan, umistulan ng walang katuturan. Katulad ng kontaminado o sariwang tubig na nakokonsumo ng organismo, madalian o sa katagalan na naepekto ay nagbubunga pa rin. Mga bulong na naging maingay sa isip, mga sigaw ay nagiging banayad na himig. Iba-iba sa bawat isa na idulot ng mga salita, narinig man o nabasa. Marapating laman at timbangin na sa gano'y mabawasan ang may kalupitan na santinakpan. Yan po. Nakamute ka po, ma'am.
Maraming salamat, dami ko sinabi. Pero maraming salamat. Buti na lang at nakisama nga yung ating internet connection, and also yung itong ating microphones, dahil kanina medyo nagkakaroon tayo ng problema. Ayan, so maraming salamat sa pagbabahagi ng iyong piyesa, mga Kwento't Sabi-sabi. So masasabi ko meron kang talento, Shay, and please continue to nurture that. And I'm sure malayo pa yung mararating mo. Ayan. So, yun.
Salamat.
Ayun. Thank you, Shay. Ayan. So, up next, ang sunod dito sa ating listahan for today, kasi meron tayong nasa 8 writers, okay, for 31 letters, last batch. We'll have the author of Trinkets of Girlhood. So, may I call on Patricia? Patricia Marquez. Hi, Pat. How are you?
Okay lang po.
There you go. Yan. Ayan, I think this is like one of my favorite book covers. Yeah. So Trinkets of Girlhood. Can you tell us more about how did you design, or how did you choose the theme Trinkets of Girlhood?
Okay, so Trinkets of Girlhood wasn't actually supposed to exist. Kumbaga, when I started writing my entries for 31 letters, and I was just kind of testing the waters. Kumbaga, I was trying to write because I have really bad imposter syndrome sometimes, so I don't write much. Ayun po. So, ayun. And then eventually, siguro what happens lang talaga when you're writing is that your personal emotions get in the mix. So eventually, the poem started to all fall under the idea of growth, my anxiety with it, and also yung restlessness ko, kumbaga na i-immortalize yung girlhood years ko. Because, napaka-perfectly time ng 31 letters. It was the month before I turned 20. So, it was the month before
Mm-hmm.
before I left my teenage years na.
Teens.
So,
Mm-hmm.
ayun yung teens ko. So, ayun, yun talaga siya, yung restlessness ng, trying to capture it while I was still in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. And uh yes, so I just want to show yung book cover ng Trinkets of Girlhood. I think it really captures what the book is all about. Like there's some sort of nostalgia. Um uh yeah, like this is a girl's room, I suppose. And
So,
you can really feel, you can really feel by just looking at the book cover. So okay, so you wanted to I think like of all of the other collections, how this collection stands out, um yun nga, parang may napili kang theme and you stick with that theme. And basically ito yung like while the rest of the collections, they all sound mature, they all have their own thing. You are trying to relive yung girlhood, like teenage life. I think that makes your book unique. Pat, perhaps can you tell us more about your journey as a writer? Like, have you always been a writer since you were a teen?
Okay. So I've always written. For as long as I remember, I started writing little fantasy snippets when I was
Mm-hmm.
8 years old. So the writing part is it was always with me talaga. But for poetry, in relation na lang sa Trinkets of Girlhood, for poetry, it came around during my late teens lang. There wasn't anything profound about it. Parang I didn't discover it and this was meant for me ganon. Kumbaga, I just gradually started liking the way words are crafted in poems, like the way they're always so supple and that they're always subject to interpretation and how they're so vague and they're so personal to the writer. And ayun po, eventually, I just embraced that type of speculative intimacy, ayun po, the intimacy that poetry offers. So, ayun. And
Mm-hmm.
now here.
Now here you are. So yun, do you think do you think you write more poems like this theme in the future? Or like perhaps what are you looking at to explore in the future?
And so, the nice thing about Trinkets for Girlhood is that I've written it talaga kasi to be a documentation of my teen years. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't think I'll ever write something as close as this. Kumbaga as
Mm-hmm.
intense yung
Personal.
feeling ng longing and yung nostalgia. And I won't
Mm-hmm.
write something like this no much in the future. And but going forward, I do want to start writing the books that I've grown up with, because I've grown up with a lot of fiction and a lot of rom-coms. And now that
Mm-hmm.
I got published this was sa Silver Bells last year.
Huh?
So ayun,
Oh
now that
yeah.
I kind of dipped my toes into it, ayun, it was a rom-com din po eh. So now
Mm-mm.
that I've kind of dipped my toes into writing na and getting published, I think I would want to, continue it so far. But
Mm-mm.
the thing about me lang din po kasi is that um, I'm still hesitant about writing. I'm still hesitant about writing professionally, kasi I have experienced a lot of burnouts na in my creative
Mm-mm.
life natin, and also as a student. And
Mm-mm.
writing is so dear to me, and I'm kind of scared that one day I'll reach that kind of point na parang mahihirapan ako magsulat. So now I'm just looking forward to sharing my work, like maybe getting it out there, but not really looking to monetize my work in the meantime, just to keep my love for it healthy.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's wonderful to hear, and a very contrast to yung usual na na pinupursue namin, like, hey, you have to earn from this and that, and you have to make a career out of it. But it's good for people to also enjoy the journey while they're here, while it lasts, while there's still while the inspiration exists. That's very good and that's very fresh to hear. Pat, perhaps you can provide us with more insights about your work by reading an excerpt from Trinkets of Girlhood.
Ayun pa, sige. So I've
Mhm.
actually thought a lot about what I'm gonna read
Mm-mm.
for this segment. So I thought about it for the whole day. And though, tag dito, yung napili ko sa last part. And
Mm-mm.
I was thinking na kanina parang, hala, oh my God, this is a spoiler, ganun. Pero,
Mm-mm.
I think, yung last poem, it's called Turning 20. I think it perfectly sums up kasi what Trinkets of Girlhood is trying to relate to the audience.
Mm-mm.
So I'm choosing Turning 20. So ayan. For context, Turning 20 is one of my more kumbaga confusing poems.
Mm-mm.
As I've mentioned kanina, mas gusto ko po yung medyo vague, medyo mas personal, and ano, Turning 20 is a bit confusing at the first read, I think, which I like that about it. So, ayun pa. So, ayun, turning 20. So, ayun. Passing a prime, the aging dread loops over, tying high school shoelaces too tight together. I cross a corset to another unreal line. I am a relic of plastic toys and porcelain trinkets, of late lunches and many crises. Clumsy thinking, I miss the soft blades of grass, the melting ice creams, the predictable under my touches, the quiet and of no note of distress. It symbols my bones. The weight forward is a thousand ships sinking. In sake of prose and notions nobody knows, in my roots, it is never done creating. And that's turning 20.
Ayan. Wow, wow. So fresh. And thank you so much for that, Pat. Yes, very refreshing. And please grab a copy of Trinkets of Girlhood, 250 pesos lang. Once again, it will be available also on Shopee and as well as on our Lazada shop. And soon on Amazon as well. Ayon, thank you so much, Pat, for that beautiful reading of an excerpt. Ayan. So please grab a copy. All right. And maybe perhaps you can also tell us, like, okay, last question. What should we look forward to from you, Pat? Like, what would be the next?
What would be the next step? Ayun po,
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get myself to write again kasi
Mm-hmm.
I've just hit like with the publication process. I was hit with a lot of imposter syndrome. So right now I'm just trying to get back into writing again. But what I can say now is that I'm excited again to write. I think for me what's next will be sharing my poetry and kind of delving into it more. I really like poetry kasi and the art of it. So I want to keep learning about it. But ayun, I do want to delve more into rom-coms. I think that would be fun for me because
Mm-hmm.
those are the kinds of books that I read growing up.
Yun, that's
Ayun.
amazing. Okay,
Thank you
so
so
yeah, kanina na-mention yung Silver Bells and Nostalgic Lovers.
Ah,
Yeah, yun.
oo.
Kanina yun din si Shea. She also mentioned that it's our
Mhm.
romance anthologies and yun nga kung gusto niyo rin makita, yun nasa shop din namin yun. Yeah, a lot of romance stories coming up as well. So yeah, very much looking forward to the um next collection or next story from Pat. Yun. Thank you so much, Pat.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you. Okay, so guys, we just had Pat Marquez of Trinkets of Girlhood. Ayan. I would say this is also one of my favorites in the collections because just a little bit of background, there were a lot of finishers for the 31 letters that pero ayun nga medyo we have to filter, we had to choose kung sino lang yung ipapublish namin, so we're very careful about that. So there you have it, we just had Patricia Joy Marquez. And up next, what up next, okay, kilala ko to, okay, kilala ko tong taong to. Okay. Tiffany, a wish stuck away. There. Hi, Tiffany. How are you?
Hi po, Miss Cindy. You're so pretty po.
Oy, grabe ka. Ano ba? Huwag ka naman ganyan. Yes. You're so pretty then, Tiffany. So Tiffany, congratulations because nung January pa naman to, but I also wanted to mention na si Tiffany nag-internship din sa amin sa 8 letters. that was after the completion. But Tiffany, let's talk about A Wish Stalk Away. So, can you tell us more about this collection? What are the contents? Like if I'm holding the book right now, ano bang mababasa ko dito?
Yung collection po kasi na yan is, medyo yung theme po is sad girl club na ewan.
Mm.
Na kasi po kung magsusulat po kasi ako parang mas gumagana po yung utak ko kapag negative yung emotions kaysa sa positive po. Pero po meron din pong mga, ah, mga entries diyan na about self-love and yun po. Tapos meron din pong mga entries na about going to therapy and, broken relationships po, broken friendships, and
Mhm.
moving on po. Yun po.
Mhm. But Tiffany, just stepping back a little bit, ano ba yung mga usual na sinusulat mo? The genre.
Ah,
Mhm.
usually po yung mga sinusulat ko po yung mga ano po, rom-com, mga gano'n. Pero hindi po kasi ako nakakatawa, eh. Like, I don't
Rom
know,
lang.
baka, romance lang siguro. Pero gusto
Mm-mm.
ko po maging aspiring Emily Henry sana in the future. Kasi po idol ko po siya. Yun po.
I feel like yeah, there's definitely potential in this collection. A Wish Stalk Away. Kahit na like the subject that you talk about varies, pero ano ba, mas nai-inspired ka ba kapag yun nga kapag negative yung feelings mo, or like tuwing kailan ka mas inspired?
Kasi po nag-try din po ako kasi mag-join ng 31 Letters nung 2022 po. Pero po hindi ko
Mm-mm.
po natapos kasi parang ano pa ba isusulat ko kasi parang wala naman akong maisip, tapos yun nga
Mm-mm.
po. Tapos nung 2023 po, sige try natin na tapusin 'to. Tapos,
Mm-mm.
super random lang talaga as you've noticed and mentioned po yung mga sinulat ko. Tapos hindi ko alam na masasali siya. Gusto ko lang po kasi yung magsulat for myself and, siyempre sa mga tao na gusto rin bumasa. Kasi
Mm-mm.
po I find writing very ano po, therapeutic po and,
Mm-mm.
um, yun po.
Ayan,
Did I
ayan. So,
answer the question? I'm
oh,
sorry.
oo, na-answer mo naman. Okay, parang yung journey mo, kasi gusto ko rin naman talaga ma-highlight yung journey mo talaga dito as a writer. Kasi importante din naman yun na mapag-usapan. So, okay, if I'm getting it correctly, and also based na rin sa mga pag-uusap natin in the past na you've always tried writing and then finally this one. But I believe you're also tried submitting somewhere sa iba namin mga anthologies or what? Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Opo, kasi po mahilig po kasi ako sa fantasy.
Mm.
I've always been a reader po, tapos favorite ko po yung Harry Potter, mga Percy Jackson, gano'n. Tapos
Mm.
nag-try po ako mag mag-submit sa mitolohiya, pero, hindi po na ano, na hindi pa ako nakapasa. Pero okey lang po yun kasi, it's a journey po and it's a process naman po.
Oo,
Opo.
yes, yes. I totally agree with you. And tama ba na like when you were writing back then, please correct me if I'm wrong,
Yes po.
you wrote about Bakunawa or
Opo.
no?
Yeah, yeah. Oh my
Oo.
God, you remembered.
Oo, like
Nakahiya.
sabi ko nga, bakit hindi nasama 'to si Tiffany? Alam ko na. It's because, okay, saka ko sasabihin. Hindi,
Sige, wag na
hindi,
lang.
'cause next time na lang. But, the piece was good. The piece was good. Yan, yan. You did well. You did well. And with A Wish Stalk Away, there's progress, that's for sure. And even if like nag ano ka, like you're playing around themes, because I felt that you're playing around like, okay, I'll write about this and then I'll write about this sa susunod na araw. There's consistency pa rin of some sort doon sa A Wish Stalk Away. A Wish Stalk Away is I believe this is one of the poems ba, or actually one of the lines in the poems.
Opo. Yes po, you're correct po.
Yan. Ano yan, galing ka. Char. Hindi, ano, yeah, yun nga, kasi dumaan naman to lahat sa akin. So,
Opo.
yun, I wish stuck away. So, Tiffany, like, in the future, ano naman yung mga, sa tingin mo, with this experiment that you had, what do you think would be the genre that you'll focus on in the future?
Um, Gusto ko po magsulat ng ano, ng children's book po, yung
Mm-mm.
mga fiction po. Kasi po ano, parang gusto ko po na ano, like one day na like a kid discovers my book tapos he or she will get into reading because of me po or the
Mm.
stories that I'll be sharing with him or her or maging ma-inspire po siya na magsulat din or magbasa pa more about stories and everything in between po. Yun po.
Ayun, yun, ayun. I am also looking forward to that. And parang feeling ko naman, kaya mong, like, you can totally pull that off. Perhaps, Tiffany, you can read an excerpt from A Wish Stalk Away para mabigyan ng idea yung mga audience natin on what's waiting for them from
Sige
this
po.
book. Sige.
Um, Eto po. Yung napili ko po. Um, Thought of ghosting my therapist. She keeps on asking the same questions. I volley back the same answers. It's driving me insane. Wish I could break up with my therapist. I drink my meds with cold coffee in the mornings. They seem to be working fine, except I can't control my bladder. And did I mention that I sweat more now? What if I leave my therapist on red? I sleep 4 hours, yet I feel bone tired all day long, terrified of rejection and getting high off compliments. I have more issues than an angst-ridden teenage kid. Thank God I switched my therapist. Yan po.
There. Thank you, Tiffany. Ayan. Yeah, this one also is also one of the good ones, one of the better entries dito sa A Wish Talk Away, like with regards to the therapist. Like, okay, no one has written this before. Yun. Thank you, Tiffany, for that. Yes, you guys, it's only 240 pesos. You can get it on our website, Shopee, Lazada as well, and Amazon in the future. There. Tiffany, where else can we find you aside from the Philippine Book Fair, which I know you'll be attending?
Yes po. My Facebook page po ako na tawag po is Tiffany's Reading Nook. You can find me there. Pero hindi po ako madalas nagpo-post. Hindi ko alam kung ano ipo-post pa eh. So like
Mm.
I'm finding my ano pa, my niche pa. So
Mm-mm.
yun po.
Yun, you're still finding your niche, but I really hope you can get there because I can see a lot of efforts from your end na by the way, Tiffany also has a full-time job. Yeah, she's doing a lot of things, but on top of all that, she's also a writer. And I think that's what we're all trying to do, like to write above everything na, okay, I'm already busy with this stuff, but bring it on. Okay, there you go. Thank you so much, Tiffany. And looking forward for your next siguro novel na children's book, right? Children's book. There you go. Ayun. Thank you, Tiffany. And ayan, so one last look sa A Wish Stock Away before we call the next author. So 31 Letters collection, we're planning to do that again sa June. Kaya lang June has only 30 days. So we're still struggling. Should we do this June or sa July ba? But we're nearing half of the year para matatapos na yung taon. Like, yun nga, halfway through the year. Um, and may iba na medyo nahihirapan na ulit bumalik sa pagsusulat. And by the way, the reason that we're doing this 31 letters challenge is because it's to help people to get back on track, to get back into writing. Yan, that's why we're doing that. Okay, so thank you so much, Tiffany. Ayan, so ang sunod naman natin, well, supposed to be si Ira May Falseso ng May Liwanag Nga Ba sa Bawat Umaga, but she's not yet here backstage. So we'll skip to the next one. We'll have Kat Season, the author of The Introvert's World. Um, Kat, hi Kat, are you here?
Hi, Coach. Yeah. Good
Good.
afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How are
Good afternoon.
you?
I'm a little bit nervous right now. It's my first time, so yeah. Please
Uh,
bear with me. My voice is trembling. It's
sige
cracked.
lang. Don't worry. Relax, relax. Just chill. It's chill lang yung pag-uusapan natin ngayon. Don't worry. So, the introvert's world. Yeah, this was one of the collections that yung unang mga nakatapos ng 31 Letters Challenge kasi may mga naging latecomers pa. But itong introvert's world, Kat, did you join or have you published in the past before the introvert's world?
No, actually, to be honest, this is my first time joining in any publishing like
Mm-mm.
contest. Yeah,
Mm-mm. Oo. Although hindi siya contest, pero it's a
but
challenge.
challenge,
Oo.
right? Right.
Oo. Ayan, the introvert's world. Why the introvert's world? Would you say na like in real life you're an introvert? Like is this because I saw the entries here and I felt na okay, this is personal. Lahat ng mga entries na nandito, like lahat na experience mo. So
Right,
would
right.
you say that you're an introvert ba?
I am. Yes, I am an introvert. So
Mm-mm.
Uh, yeah, like what you said, this is actually like real life situations, the ones that I experienced in my life. So it's too personal, yeah.
To
The
very, very personal.
very
Yeah.
very personal, yeah.
Mm-mm.
This
Kat,
collection.
Kat, like, have you always wanted to be a writer? Have you always wanted to be a, like, published author ba?
Yes, I feel like I'm a frustrated writer. That's like my
Mm-mm.
first dream. I really wanted to be a writer, but then I think it was set aside for such a long time because I been very busy. So
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah.
thanks to 8 letters, I was able to like pursue pursue it.
Yes. And do you think na you're still going to pursue this, like, after the introvert's world?
Yes, I think yeah
Mm-mm.
I will, yeah, because I think I still have a lot of things to offer, and yeah, I just want to keep on writing and keep on inspiring,
Mm-mm.
especially yeah, a lot of people and students because I am a teacher myself. So
Oh.
I also want to encourage my students to keep on writing.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, I think this is a good question for a teacher. Why do you think it's so important for students or for other people to to finish or yun nga to write para lang like from your perspective as a teacher, bakit napaka-importante magsulat?
This is actually a good way for them to express themselves because the young ones nowadays they I think there's this kind of facade that they are like putting in front of themselves. Like they don't really want to show their true selves. Maybe they are scared or something. So this is actually a good platform for them to show or express whatever feelings they have. And yeah, just for them not to be scared.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. Yun. Yeah, it's valid na talagang pwedeng yun yung maging reason nila to write. That's
Yes.
good to hear, Teacher Kat. um, but can you tell us, since this is a personal collection from you, what are yung usual experience mo na na-mention dito sa The Introvert's World? Maybe you can give us a glimpse, like, who are you in real life, aside from being a writer or a teacher? What else is happening?
A lot of things actually. Yeah, because I'm a mother of two, and
Mm,
one of my kids is
mhm,
actually in spectrum. He's in autism
mhm,
spectrum. So yeah, a lot of things have been going on. Yeah, for an awesome mom like me, I think all the awesome parents would definitely feel the same way if I say it's really
mhm,
like a challenging one. So Yeah, every day is a struggle, but we still have to keep going. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. I read that entry. The awesome mom.
Oh,
Um,
thank you.
oh, yeah, I read that entry, and yeah, it's inspiring, and also, it's also something very unique. Of all of the collection, of all the other collections, this is something unique, and yes, so proud of you na you're able to
Yeah.
express that, and to share that with the world. So there, it's only 220 pesos. It's available on our website, Shopee and Lazada. Kanina ko pa inuulit-ulit, but lahat ng collections namin basically. Ganun talaga pag nag-a-ads, inuulit-ulit. But, Kat, I've asked this question to other authors, but like what would you say? Like what are the, and by the way, this is not all poetry, di ba? Meron ka rin dito mga proses and like real life, slice of life entries. Do you think you'll write the same genre in the future?
Yeah, I think, but I want to, like, step up and, just be up for the challenge. I also want to try different genres. Yeah,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So okay, something like
someday.
fictional.
Yes, yes, and hopefully I could also make my own, like, love story.
Oo, yun. That'll be great. Yes, for sure, Kat. So, Teacher Kat, maybe you can read an excerpt from one of your entries para mabigyan naman natin ng ano ng hustisya or ng glimpse. Yun. Ano
Yes,
ba yung mga usual na mababasa namin dito? Yun nga, kaso kanina mention na namin yung My Awesome Mom.
yeah.
Um, I believe there's something about uh, something like when you guys were eating in a karinderya ba yun or in a restaurant?
Yeah, yeah, but that's actually a short story that happened to
Mm.
my husband. So, but one thing that I prepared here was actually a
Mhm.
message for my best friend who got
Mhm.
like very difficult time because
Mm.
she lost her baby. So
Mm. Oo.
yeah,
Okay.
so
Yes,
this is really
okay.
personal.
Whenever you're ready.
Yes,
Mhm.
so a special message for you. So you think I don't know, but I do. You look so pale. I know you feel so blue. You might think I barely notice, but I do. Just one look at you, I know there's something bugging you, crushing you, hurting you. Despair and sadness, so hard not to notice. That tremendous pain, I wish it could vanish. Whatever you are feeling right now, know that it is valid. It is okay not to be okay. Just never concede. Listen when I say that you can find a way. You just need to stand up, be brave, have faith. Because believe it or not, things will be alright. Just when you're about to give up, somebody will lift you up.
Mm.
Like that.
Oh, thank you for that, Kat. Yeah, I'm sure and I hope nabasa niyo ba 'to or
I think she has no idea that this is for her, but yeah, I will tell her soon.
Yeah, parang yun yung parang struggle din natin as a writer, no? Because we're getting inspiration from other people for
Yes.
what to write. But of course, like, yes, you have to write something on that day. Pero, paano ko ba to ma-explain? But parang siya, I wouldn't say it's unfortunate, pero parang unintentionally, yun yung nakuhaan mo ng inspiration. But yun nga
Mm.
yung struggles natin as a writer, parang, wait, should I ask for consent or
Right, right.
not? Oo, 'di ba? Parang yeah, it's about you, but maybe other people can also relate to this as well. So I'm just sharing this to the world.
Yes.
Oo. Yun. I think a lot of writers can relate to that. So,
Right.
Kat, perhaps ano ba? Uh, I also want to, since this is a very, very personal collection, I also want to deep dive a little bit more um, and get to know you more. So I'll have this last question. So, Kat, so you're a mom of two. You're a frustrated writer, and also because I want this. The reason why I'm doing this is because um, I want people to get curious about the introverts world, right?
Mm.
Yun. So so you're that, and um and you're writing like slice of life, and maybe later on like fiction, um perhaps Kat, ano pa yung mga pwede naming mabasa dito aside from, ayun nga, aside from these things, 'di ba parang meron ding drama dito sa The Introvert's
Mm,
World?
yes, so
Mm-mm.
actually a lot of dramas are included in that collection.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, but then I think people could actually relate to all the short stories and yung
Mm-mm.
mga poems that I wrote there kasi
Mm-mm.
very relatable talaga to for each and everyone. Parang yung lahat ng tao nakaka-experience ng mga ganon. So,
Mm-mm.
yan,
Yun.
something to look forward to. They could really relate to each and every collection that I wrote.
Mm. Ayun, yun. So I hope that justified um uh the effort that you put into this collection. Thank you so much, Kat, and
Thank you, Coach.
yes, really, really a pleasure to get to know you more. And actually, same thing with all the other authors that we have here. Every Saturday I have this conversation with a lot of authors, and parang okay, parang kulang yung 15 minutes. Parang gusto ko pang mag-question ng magtanong pa, and get to know you guys better. But yeah, I hope we're able to accomplish that goal here. So thank you so much, Kat,
Thank you.
and
Thank you, Coach.
yes, yes. Please support Cat Season and the Introverts World. Okay, thank you, Kat.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye, Coach.
you. Okay, so yon. Yung next author natin is wala. Wala pa rin si Ira, but perhaps I can provide you with some information about May Liwanag Nga Ba sa Bawat Umaga. Um, May Liwanag Nga Ba sa Bawat Umaga is inspired by a Filipino band. Perhaps you can just head to our page and makikita nyo doon yung work ni Ira, who's currently at work right now. So like she's not able to jump in. I'll try to pakita ko muna sa inyo yung book cover para mabigyan kayo ng habang wala siya. Ayan. May liwanag nga ba sa bawat umaga? So, ayan, it's purple-ish. And, ayun, inspired by the Juans, to which Ira Mayfeld says is an avid fan of. So, guys, follow Ira where she posts her prose poetry and random thoughts at Instagram at underscore EYYTIN 18. Ayan, may liwanag nga ba sa bawat umaga? I hope makahabol pa rin siya, si Ira sa atin. Otherwise, I'll just take a 2-minute break, and then up next we'll be back with the other authors, the rest of the authors that we'll have today. We'll have Russell Neil Umang of Schemata and Dayan Madeja, 31 Size of January. And we'll also have Wayne Castillo of Heart in Cold Fire Breaking My Spine there. So just a 2-minute break, and we'll be back. All right. Okay, so we're back. Thank you so much for waiting. So perhaps while waiting for Ira May, baka hindi na rin siya makahabol. And we still have three more writers that we'll have on stage. Siguro sagutin ko muna yung question, no? Bakit ba importante na mabasa natin yung collection ng iba? Like, this is too personal. Why is it why should I read this? Why should I buy this? Why should I spend my money, my hard-earned money, to read other people's thoughts or other people's poems or other people's proses? Yon. Siguro pwede nyo ring sagutin sa mga nanonood sa atin ngayon. Like, why do you think should you do it? Because from my perspective as a publisher, aside from supporting our friends or family member who have completed the challenge now, they're able to write. Um, this 31 letters challenge, aside from that, the reason why you should is, well, aside from supporting them as Filipino authors, it's also beneficial because sometimes if you're looking for something that's relatable or slice of life, inspirational, and at the same time, doesn't have to be inspirational, pero someone na malalaman niyo na, okay, nangyari to sa kanya and this is also happening to me, and I feel like this is, nalagpasan niya 'to, and because of that, nalagpasan niya, I'm sure na malalampasan ko rin kung nasaan man ako ngayon. Whether you're heartbroken, whether you're working on something, you're pursuing something, it would just make sense to read other people's experiences. So I think that's the like slice of life genre in particular. Okay, so anyway, without further ado, I would just like to call on yung sunod nating author, who is okay, yung sunod nating author entitled Schemata. Schemata by Russell Neil Humang. Let me just check if he's here. Hi Russell, how are you?
Good afternoon po.
Yes, you're just right on time. You're just right on
Ay,
time. Kararating mo lang. But yon, Russell Neil, perhaps you can talk about Schemata. What is this book all about?
okay po. So,
Mm-mm.
Schemata is basically a collection of poems, and half of it is from my previous and past experiences. And yung iba
Mm-hmm.
po doon is from daily observations sa paligid, ganun po. Mahilig po
Mm-hmm.
kasi ako observe, ganun. So, with the term itself, schemata, plural of schema, which means mental images or representation of everything that we see. I've thought of yung mga nangyayari po sa atin in our daily lives. When we see it, when we perceive it, it becomes mental pictures sa isipan natin, sa cognition natin. And I've decided to write them all down into 31 narrative poems
Mm-hmm.
because I really love narrative poems. And yun po.
Mm, ayan, ipakita lang natin yung book cover ng Schemata. Um, yes, ayan. I really like the cover, which was done by Joyce, one of our book cover designers. I hope you liked it, Russell. But yeah, so
Ang
there you go.
ganda po.
That's
Yeah.
ganda. Yan.
Opo.
Check out our page tonight. It will be posted by then. It will be about 250 pesos. So there's Schemata. Russell, have you always, I want to get to know you better. Have you always written ba or have you published in the past?
Sa 8 letters lang po.
Mhm.
Opo.
Thank
Pero
you.
yung sa pagsusulat po, since bata po, since I was 5 years old, yun po. What I could remember is that I started writing stories when I was 5. I show it to my classmates, to my friends na nakasulat sa likod ng notebook.
Mm-mm.
Then, come high school, I started venturing po sa poetry and flash fiction. Then, college ayun
Mm-mm.
po. More genres and more literary pieces po yung explore.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But what made you write? Like, Is it because of the books that you read, or did something inspire you na, oh, I want to be a writer, I want to do this as well?
Since I was young po, I'm really into reading po kasi.
Mm-mm.
Sobrang hilig ko po sa pagbabasa, be it academic or literary books. Though yung sa literary po, na-develop siya ng high school ako. I was inspired by how authors write books, how they
Mm-mm.
organize the ideas, how they translate their ideas. And it gave
Mm-mm.
me this drive to, ayun, translate my ideas into words, imprint them
Mm-mm.
into letters. So, ayun po. And then, um, there was this a churchmate of mine nung high school po ako na I'm really inspired, babae po siya. I'm really inspired
Mm-mm.
by her. So, mas na-motivate po akong magsulat kasi there was this time po na nagpakita po ako sa kanya ng draft nung sinulat ko
Mm-mm.
pong story. And binalik niya nga po sa akin, then she gave me a detailed review of my draft, ganun. And I'm really inspired kasi ganito pala yung pagsusulat na matrabaho siya pero ang rewarding kasi 'pag natapos mo na and meron ka ng reader. So from there
Mm-mm.
on, continued po yung pagsusulat.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Ayun, that's so good to know, and that's ano ba? I think a lot of writers can also relate to that na okay, maririnig mo yung phrases na oh, sulat lang ng sulat, sulat lang ng sulat. But then
Opo.
paano ba sasabihin to? Sulat ng sulat, but it doesn't mean na just because nagsulat ka, same thing with dito sa 31 letters natin, no? Just because you write something and then pinost mo sa wall mo, tapos na yon. Like, it's the end. Yan na, publish na. Okay na, ito na to. But I think the message that we also want to deliver is um ito yung ideas namin. We translated it into words on paper. And then at the same time, we process it. We edited it. It went through a process na alam mo yon, hindi lang siya basta-basta na masulat lang. It went through a process, a procedure, and then you put something like your heart. You poured your heart into it. I think it's really something. It's really special. Na yun nga pag natapos siya, para kang nanganak ng baby na oh,
Opo.
parang yun yung kinalabasan. So Russell, pwede mo ba kaming basahan ng one of the excerpts dito sa collection na to para magkaroon tayo ng idea, ano ba to? Tungkol saan ba yung schemata? Ano ba yung pwede naming mabasa dito? Ayan.
Okay po.
Mhm.
Hanapin ko lang po yung
Sige.
may draft po ako. Yung
Mm-mm.
manuscript pong pinasa. Sige po.
Mm-mm.
Kahit anong part po, di ba?
Oh, kahit anong part or maybe your favorite ano ba, poem or verses from the collection.
Okay po. Yung babasahin ko po is entitled Miguel. Ganun po yung title niya kasi I have this workmate of mine. I sought permission to him na gamitin mo yung pangalan niya. This poem is about two best friends. Yung isa pong best friend niya is nagre-reminisce dun sa mga pinagdaanan nila for several years. So yung persona po nito is yung friend na nakikipag-usap dun sa kaibigan niya. Basahin ko po yung last two stanzas po. Okay lang po.
Okay. Sige.
Okay. Everything's still clear in my mind, Miguel, that we've spent these long years golden and well. I'm elated that I'm living this life with you, that we've seen all the tragic and scenic views. I reminisce everything like splendid reveries, even though all of these had faded in your memory. The mind will lose all these images, Miguel, but I know deep down in your core that your heart never will.
There. Ayan. Thank you, Russell. Ayan, maraming salamat sa pagbabasa niyan. And I think nabigyan naman tayo ng justice dito, no, na kung ano yung tungkol saan ba tong schemata. And makikita niyo naman, like from the blurb pa lang, at the back of the book, it's very well It's very well written. Our lives are a montage of different vivid experiences, flashing splendidly like a creative motion picture. Basahin ko na kasi medyo hindi rin ganun ka-clear. Every clip and sequence depicts an event, be it highly ecstatic or deeply chaotic, that is undeniably significant. The montage continuously plays until every experience settles in organized portions and locations of our dynamic cognition. Time passes by and the montage becomes longer as we wake up, and as we dream, we live to remember fragments of our experiences in various specific moments in our entire living. Ayan. Parang, like sa blurb pa lang, it's, ano na siya eh, like, it's already very meaty na. So, thank you so much, Russell, for sharing that to us. Very, very inspiring work. So, guys, check out our website tonight, Shopee. It will be available for only 250 pesos. Yun. And as same as all of our other collections, it's going to be printed on cream paper, matte cover, and yun nga, it's to ensure that you're given a pleasurable reading experience. So, Russell, where can we find you?
Meron po akong personal Facebook account po. Russell Neil yung name. And then sa Instagram po, it's at Arenosity, ARENOUSITY. Sorry po, kinakabahan. Oh,
Kaya nahirapan ako mag-spell, but there, I think, okay, so please follow Russell. I'm sure this book is definitely one of a kind. And there, thank you so much, Russell,
thank you so
for
much po.
thank you so much. Ayan, and we're very much looking forward to your next manuscript. Okay, thank you. All right, so I think we're down to our last writer from the 31 Letters collection. Um, the last one is, well, this is one of the covers that I actually designed. um, Let me just prepare that for you guys. It's called 31 Sighs of January by Daniela Madeja. So Daniela, are you here?
Hi po.
Hi.
Hi. Can you hear
Hi.
me po?
Yes, all good, all good.
Really?
Yon, last, ikaw talaga yung last ngayon. Daniela, perhaps you can share with us why 31 size? Like, feeling ko finally matatapos ko na to. Why 31 size of January?
Okay, so apparently po, if you hear the title and you're a huge moviegoer, you'd immediately think that it's like a 500 Days of Summer wannabe.
Mm-mm.
It's because it is. No, I was just kidding. Seriously po, at first talaga, from the start, I just really wanted to capture the whole idea of the 31 letters. And so I
Mm-mm.
immediately settled with the idea that I wanted to put the number 31 there on the
Mm-hmm.
title. And then from there, um, I just felt like it's also right to give January the credit since this work is
Mm-mm.
born out from that month. So you can pretty much tell that I just went over with the basic with the
Mm-mm.
facts. So there's nothing really special about it, but I guess the added element of depth to it was brought about by the word sigh.
Mm-hmm.
You will wonder what's the word sigh doing there. I mean,
Yeah.
she
Mm-mm.
can just entitle the book 31 Days of January since she already went over with the facts. And so I just really think that there is something poetic with the act of sighing itself. It's just
Mm-hmm.
it could stand for a lot of things. It could be a happy sigh, a sigh of contentment, a sigh of relief,
Mm-mm.
uh, a sigh of annoyance maybe. So
Mm-hmm.
it could stand for a lot of things, and it would make more sense if you read the book. So I'll just leave it
Yeah.
to the reader's interpretation. So that's what I love about reading and writing. So it's basically open for interpretation. So I'll just leave it to the readers.
Yun. Yan, maganda yan. But also, gusto ko rin i-highlight dito na like we did mention that the poetry collection is a transcendent journey towards self-acceptance and forgiveness. I think that's also a very interesting topic, something to think about, kasi may nagsulat na rin about self-love, may nagsulat na rin about like other themes, but then for this one, this is very also specific, self-acceptance and forgiveness. And also, sabi rin dito, it accounts a poetic introspection of what it's like to be a flawed and complex human being. So I think in a way, it's also self-love. Yes. Okay. So Daniela, like, have you discovered something, like while you're writing this challenge? While you're doing this challenge.
Actually, I would say that I'm not really a spontaneous writer. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm more of, I guess, a method writer. Like, I want to organize first the
Mm-mm.
ideas before I could actually start. Like, I wanted structure. But
Mm-hmm.
here, since you have to write every day, so automatically you really have to be spontaneous. And I'm actually quite surprised with myself that I was able to do it, because
Mm-mm.
sometimes writer's block was just really hitting me so hard. And so yeah, I'm just really proud of myself that I was also able to do it, that I could also be spontaneous
Mm-mm. Mm-hmm.
aspects, I guess.
Wow. Well, we're not now we're talking about not only about self-love, self-acceptance, but also self-discovery. Okay. Yes, you're able to evolve in some way. And I think that's the main point of the 31 letters collection, 31 letters challenge. So Daniela, have you always been a writer? Have you published something in the past?
So I think my love for writing basically was rooted from my passion
Mm-mm.
also for reading. I mean, I just like the feeling that I am moved by a certain book. And so parang nasabi ko sa sarili ko, I also wanted to move other people in a way that I was also moved. So
Mm-mm.
I guess I could say that I started writing really at a young age. On
Mm-mm.
my um, I also put there on my about the author that
Mm-mm.
I would present like uh, I usually copy parts of what I read on fairy tale books and then present it to my mother as if it's on my own. Like, ma,
Mm-mm.
I've written this, but honestly, it was just copied from my tattered fairy tale book. So
Mm-mm.
unfortunately, I didn't know what plagiarism was back then, and so I guess I really started po at a really young age, and I just writing for me as a way to just explore and reinvent myself. And so I'm looking forward pa on what other genres I would
Mm-mm.
I would explore po.
Mm-mm. Well, wow, that's very good to hear, Daniela. And I'm sure with 31 size of January, it would show like the versatility um uh, of you as a writer. By the way, it's only 260 pesos lang. So you can get it on our website, Shopee, as well as on Lazada, and soon on Amazon. So this will also be published as an ebook on Amazon. Um, so Daniela, what can we look forward to from you? What would be the next?
Hopefully, I would do more of this with 8 letters, and manifesting din po na I would do more writing this year before I actually face the reality of being a fresh grad.
Oh.
So sana po I would actually finish my drafts and
Mm-hmm.
edit and finish my drafts. And also, gusto ko rin po talagang gumawa ng libro na pure Tagalog. I mean, pure
Mm-hmm.
written in our language po talaga. Like, puro po kasi English yung dalawa kong, ano, ito po at yung
Mm-hmm.
isa ko po pong na-publish na story. So, I really wanted to write rin po in Tagalog po.
Like why is it so important for you to also publish in Tagalog? I mean, you're already doing well in English.
Ano, parang mas challenging po kasi
Mm-mm.
it's like I'm an English major student din po, and so I
Mm-mm.
also want to steer from
Mm-hmm.
that usual notion na English major usually English talaga isusulat niyan. So
Mm-mm.
I also want to prove that I could write in our language na hindi lang ako puro English
Mm-mm.
yung sinusulat kong stories.
Oo. Yun. Parang gusto natin i-torture yung sarili natin. Oo, oo. And I think, I'm just using the word torturing, pero maybe a better word would be to experiment and
Yes, and
experiment,
challenge.
yeah, experiment the different pathways into becoming a successful writer. And yeah, I think you're on your way there, Daniela, and you're doing very well with 31 size. Yeah, perhaps you could read an excerpt from the book so that we can get more of the glimpse of what is it about.
Okay, so what I'm going to read po is the first entry. So basically, well, for starters, I just really wanted to say that I love all my entries equally, but this first one was just special to me since this helped me establish a ground on how I would attack the next entries.
Mhm.
And it also sums up the concept of the book. So this is the first sigh. So first sigh is when it all started. You breathe in and out, in and out. Then here comes the wondering. Is is there ever another way to breathe in and out? Repeat in and out. You were tired of being thrown back and forth from the walls of inhaling and exhaling. You long to live the rapture of being truly alive. Drawing a deep breath, you let it all out. A faint sound echoed in the caves of your ears, turning itself in a ringing. What's that? You ask yourself in a whisper. You ask yourself in a whisper. Wait lang pa, nakalimutan ko.
Okay lang yan, Daniela. That's already very
I
poetic.
wanted to, ano sana, to just, it crawled deep in your skin, leaving tremors in its wake until it slowly materialized itself in recognition. Sigh, you did it again. Sigh. It kissed your lips goodbye, leaving a mark saying, I am here. And so you thought, from now on, I'll no longer breathe, I'll only sigh. You,
Oh, nice, nice, nice. It's good that you're able to memorize parts of the poem, and feeling ko talaga naramdaman mo yun, like bawat linya doon sa poem na to. Yeah, that
thank you po.
very aesthetically read. But I don't know how to describe that. But yes, thank you so much, Daniela, for that. And
Thank you so much po.
you're able to express kung paano natin babasahin yung 31 sighs of January. And I hope it's not just, sighs of relief, but also sighs of, happiness and all the other things that goes with it. Okay, yun. Thank you, Daniela. Where else can we find you, by the way?
Okay, you can check out my writing account po at Daniel Strange. That's my pen
Mhm.
name po on Facebook, and also that's my Wattpad account, writing account, Daniel Strange din po at Daniel Strange.
Ayun. And please get a copy of Daniel Madeja's 31 Signs of January on our shop. 260 pesos only. Yan. Thank you, Daniela.
So,
Thank you. Okay, so there you have it, guys. We have the 31 letters authors. Pero may isa pa tayong humahabol, pero hindi siya part of the 31 letters challenge, but part of our zine submission from the past, which was a few months ago. And because it took some time for us to really go through the manuscript, to make it a perfect manuscript for you guys. It took us time to get this out to the world. Okay, so once again, hindi siya kasama dun sa 31 letters collection, but rather yung zine submission namin. But this is no ordinary writer. I would like to read his bio before we get him on stage. So, Wayne Benitez Castillo currently works at the Cultural Center of the Philippines. He studied communication arts at Philippine Women's University and malikhaing pagsulat at Polytechnic University of the Philippines. His poems and stories appeared in Philippine Graphic Magazine, Manila Times, Business Mirror, and Liwayway Magazine. His short story, Certainly a Love Story, won the 2017 Nick Joaquin Literary Award for Fiction, third prize. He currently resides in Mandaluyong City and is truly madly deep in love with Krista. Who is Krista? Okay, I'll ask that question. But uh, Wayne, are you here? Hi, Wayne. Hello.
Hello po.
Hi,
Magandang
Wayne.
hapon.
Yes, we're saving the best for last. So Wayne, congratulations because finally, after wow, several months, I am so sorry this happened, but we're just launching your book now. Heart in Cold
Oh,
Fire, Breaking My Spine. Because I believe, like, I saw the process. Parang wow, it took us some time then.
yes.
Because of it went through the process which I was mentioning earlier. Wayne, how is it like working in the CCP?
Um,
Are you allowed to
masaya
talk
naman po.
about masaya?
Okay
Kawork ko ba
naman.
si Mong Bebang?
She's part of our department.
Ayun.
So yes.
Does she know about this?
Hindi po.
Hindi. Okay,
Hindi ko
surprise.
nasabi.
Hindi mo nasabi. Okay. But let's draw the focus on Heart in Cold Fire, Breaking My Spine, 18 love poems. So hindi siya 31 letters. I just want to highlight that once again. But can we talk about okay, what is this zine all about?
So this collection, it's composed of 18 poems na sinulat ko for the last 10 years. So
Wow.
it's a collection of experiences sa different experiences sa buhay at sa
Mm-hmm.
pag-ibig.
Mm-hmm.
So ayun. So I
Ayun.
started writing these around 2011, 2010.
Mm-hmm.
So, ayun po.
Oh, wow,
Nakatago
2010
lang siya. So, I
Oh,
decided to isabit siya sa 8 letters.
oh wow, hindi lang pala several months in the making to. It's been a decade. But why did you think na bakit it took you that long to get these poems out? Or was it because, siguro you're waiting for them na mahinog or what? How?
Ah, not necessarily. Kasi sinabit ko rin to, yung ilan sa poems dito, sinabit ko rin siya for publication sa mga
Mm-hmm.
magazines. Pero, yung parang book talaga siya, siguro wala nga kasing opportunity dito sa
Mm-hmm.
Philippines na
Mm-hmm.
makapag-submit ka ng work mo, ng manuscript mo. So, nakita ko yung um, sa Facebook, yung sa 8 letters. So, naisip ko na baka pwede. So,
Mm-hmm.
ayun. Ayun po.
Mm-hmm. Oo. And then ito ba yung mga usual na theme or subject na sinusulat mo? Kasi I've seen na yun nga, like you have a rich bio. You have been published in other publications na rin. Like is this the usual theme na sinusulat mo, or you as a writer do you tend to experiment with different genres like yung mga nakausap din natin kanina?
For poetry, mostly, it revolves around sa mga ganyang tema po.
Mm.
So, pero nagsusulat din ako ng fiction. So, dun ako mas wide yung writing ko, yung style ng
Mm.
pagsulat.
Mm.
Pero sa poetry, mostly about love.
Okay, okay, about love. Like, okay, you did mention, sino to? Si Krista. Like, is she the inspiration?
Krista is my current partner po and the love of my life. So,
Hi, Krista. Sana nanonood
yes,
siya
she's
ngayon.
watching right now.
Ayun. Thank you so much for the support. But, so, tama ba? Like, she's the inspiration. Um, or,
Um, No comment.
No comment. Okay, fine. Okay, no
No comment na
worries.
lang.
No comment. Okay. Heart in Cold Fire, Breaking My Spine. Bakit ito yung
Yes.
title?
Um, itong line na to, I think it's part of one of the poems.
Mm-mm.
So, Heart in Cold Fire. Maybe because, di ba pag we're in love or we care about someone, there's like a burning passion within us.
Mm-hmm.
Yung sa pagmamahal na yun. But when you experience like a heartbreak, it's gone cold.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. And I think um, you carry that loss, yung pain na yun, kaya siya, figuratively speaking, breaking my spine.
Mm-hmm.
So, ganun po.
Some sort of a metaphor there. Breaking my spine. Kasi nga naman pag nag-break ng spine mo, parang hindi ka na rin makakagalaw or well, something to that
Mm,
sort. Yeah,
it
like you're
paralyzes you.
paralyzed you
It's,
forever.
mm,
Makes sense. Can you read us an excerpt para naman makita namin kung ano ba tong 18 love poems na to? Like, is it worth our money? Please enlighten us.
should I read part of the
Yeah.
collection?
Sige. Tapos let's deep
Sige.
dive a little bit.
Let me check. Check ko lang po.
Sige. While you're looking for, while you're searching, let me just remind you guys that you can get Heart in Cold Fire, Breaking My Spine, 18 love poems for only 210 pesos on our Shopee, Lazada, and also on our website. It's available on our website at the moment, but soon you'll find it on our major platforms as well as on Amazon. So, ayan, may nilalabas na si Wayne na magazine. So, it looks like it's been published somewhere there. And whenever you're ready. Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
This poem is entitled I Marvel. I marvel at your soft little fingers crawling to my chest, the warmth of its fangs and how it burned the heart, melted by the grip of your bare hands. And I can only adore the most discreet of your laughter, marveling at your eyes, watching mine. And how I marvel of your slow breath, closing the breathable gap to yours, like a dying fox in the woods, pale at the face of death. But no, I am not here to hunt your head with an axe, or hit you with the sharpest arrows, immobilizing your quiet feet, or stick my daggers to your heart, wounding you to bleed. Rather, I am here to marvel how we arrive at this. You close to me with your most subtle parts. We, smelting like earth, burning the air, drowning in fire. And in your mouth, I swam, the fiery waters, the unyielding tongue, and how vulnerable we revealed ourselves at the face of our likeness, mirroring our sweet errors, half-hearted attempts, and failed dreams. But with us close like this, you have finally snatched the unlikeliest of victories.
There. That's I Marvel by Wayne Castillo, which you can find in this collection, Heart in Cold Fire, Breaking My Spine. So it gives me the, like in the beginning, it gives me the vibe na, Your Body's a Wonderland by John Mayer. Pero parang ganon, like yung simula. But um, how do you usually write your poems, Wayne? Like, do you just, okay, I am inspired right now, I'm going to jot this down. Do you have like a specific way of writing things?
Usually, pag inspired po talaga, dun siya like lumalabas.
Mm-mm.
So hindi ako tulad ng iba like very consistent sa pagsusulat like tuloy-tuloy.
Mm-mm.
For me, it takes time to write.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and I feel that each is a masterpiece, and you're very careful with what you put out there. I think it's also because I mean, look at you. You're an Joaquin Literary Award. You won this award for fiction, third prize. That says a lot about you as a writer, and it feels like you're going through this process, pero it's going to be worth it in the end anyway. Am I right?
Yeah,
Ganun ba?
hopefully.
Oo.
Kasi right now, I've stopped sa pagsusulat at sa pagbabasa na rin.
Mhm.
So I'm trying to get back on that and
Mm.
i-continue yung kung saan ako nagtapos. So,
Yeah,
ayun
because
po.
like you're working in CCP. Are you doing creative stuff there, or more on operational technical?
Um, More on archival works. So,
Ano yun?
archival works sa CCP.
Archival. Mm-hmm. But then does it requires does it requires a lot of your creative juices?
Hindi naman masyado.
Hindi mo masyado, so wala kang excuse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay, I
medyo
get
busy lang talaga. So
it.
hopefully
Ayan.
makapagsulat ulit.
Okay. So Wayne, where can we find you? Where can we follow you?
Right now, sa personal Facebook ko na lang siguro, sa
Mhm.
Wayne Benitez Castillo. So,
Mhm.
yun po.
Ayun, parang nag-iisa lang naman yan, Wayne Benitez Castillo. So okay, let's follow Wayne. And hopefully hindi lang ito yung first and last collections with 8 letters. We're very much looking forward to your future manuscripts, and I hope it won't take 10 years this time.
Yes. Sana.
Ayun. Ayun, sana. Ayun, thank you so much, Wayne. Please get a copy. It's only 210. It's part of our zine. Not part of 31 letters, but it's more part of the zine collections that we released recently na rin. Ayun. Thank you so much, Wayne.
Thank you.
And
Thank you po sa 8 letters.
thank you, Wayne. All right. Okay, so that's it. All right, tapos na. Natapos na natin yung book talk marathon ng 31 letters slash 8 letters books and publishing. Minsan nalilito na rin ako. But there you go. I think one more thing before I end this broadcast. Please make sure to visit our booth at the upcoming Philippine Book Fair sa World Trade Center. Yun, it will be our first time sa World Trade Center, or is it? I'm not so sure. But yeah, World Trade Center, right in front of the food area. And don't look for 8 letters. You'll find our logo, but you will see us and our authors sa T2, T3. That's booth T2 and booth T3. Yeah, it's a combined booth. Look for the name, the Indie Publishers Collab. The Indie Publishers Collab booth right in front of the food area. And we have something in something new for you guys. Ano ba? I-mention to na ba ngayon? Yan, konti lang naman nanonood. But yeah, maybe I'll mention, we are going to release a series of study guides, more of an in-depth um, book guides for our selected books. So like for example, yung The Meatball Club, which was written by me, meron siyang study guide where you don't have to read the entire book, but it will give you sort of like the outline. It's going to be like a few page summary. So yon, I think it will be good for teachers, students, learners, book enthusiasts, ayan, to deep dive into the world of independently published books written by Filipinos. All right, there you have it. Thank you so much for watching this all through the end. Ayan, Book Talk Marathon. And see you guys next Saturday, hopefully. Bye. Bye-bye.